Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We are only 2 days away from fight night. Moses Itauma has been very active, he's out again. Many people telling me I'm joined by the future of heavyweight boxing. I mean, you must hear that a lot now, Moses.
No, I do. I hear it a lot, but I don't really take notice or take account of it because I don't know. I feel like people get complacent or whatnot. So yeah, I just do my thing, innit?
Is it difficult to shut out that noise?
Nah, not really. Just turn your phone off, really.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, literally.
So it's just tunnel vision for yourself.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Obviously, I'm trying to chase down the record, so I don't really need that extra distractions anyway.
Moses, you stated in the press conference there you're very happy with your opponent. Just for the viewers, tell us a little bit about him.
I don't know too much. Just yesterday I was at training with me and my coach and that, and then we said, we'll give your opponent a little look. So yeah, it looks tough, it looks game. So, and obviously he took whoever that Kazakhstan geezer. He took him the distance. I heard he's very good. He took Solomon Dakers the distance, and obviously he retired with Fraser Clark because of an injury. So it weren't really a proper knockout. So yeah, I feel like it gets me in the mix with them boys.
Remember last time you were a little bit flat about your performance. Do you reflect on it differently now, and were you happy to bank them rounds?
What do you mean?
It was at where was it? It was at the Copper Box. You seemed quite flat about your performance.
Yeah, I weren't too happy because obviously I had an injury, I couldn't get him out of there or whatnot, but it is what it is, isn't it? You're not always going to get everyone out of there. Like, I'm still learning that Kosabutski, obviously we found out like the other week or whatnot that he's very tough, very game, so yeah, that was a good step up also, but I didn't. It's only now that I look back at it, I'm like, yeah, he's actually a game fella.
We've seen, your previous opponent stopped Matty Harris recently. Do you draw anything away from that, or does that not matter to you?
No, do you know what? Don't know. My first like initial reaction, obviously, I was like, if there's any other heavyweight that gets stopped, like obviously I feel for a minute, but just Matty, he was talking so much trash, so much nonsense in the build-up here. I was kind of happy, and then my brother was reading the Bible that night, and I don't believe in coincidences. And he said you shouldn't be happy on people's downfall. So I saw the way or whatnot, and it's like disrespectful.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I'm saying, like, obviously, it's not, obviously you got to respect your opponent and whatnot. But yeah, obviously he didn't show it. But at the same time, yeah, I do generally hope he gets back on his feet.
Okay. Moses, I know you just got back from Spain recently. You were in camp with Daniel Dubois, preparing for Oleksandr Usyk. I know you've done rounds with Daniel before as a young teenager, but how was that experience going out to Spain?
Yeah, no, it was good. The altitude was crazy. Like, I've only done a few rounds with him, but yeah, it was very good. I would say learning experience because I've been sharing the ring with him for ages, but it's good to get ticking over again.
Take anything away from that experience with Daniel? I mean, it's not unusual for you to do so many rounds with a top level fighter.
I don't know. It made me switch on. He caught me right at the beginning right at the start of the spar. He caught me with a 1-2 flush and then switched me on. So I guess it teach me to be switched on from round one.
Moses, how would you assess Daniel's chances? Now you've shared a ring with him very recently. I'm sure he's getting into that mode where he's coming back to the end of his camp now. There's only a couple of weeks to go till fight week. Everyone's writing him off against Oleksandr Usyk.
You know what? Everyone is writing him off, but I certainly ain't. Like he's a massive puncher, and all of this in this heavyweight division, it just takes one punch. So I believe Daniel can knock him out. I'm not saying he will, but I believe he can.
How hard does he punch?
Yeah, he is hard still. He's definitely up there, and you know what? He's underratedly quick as well. Like people obviously see the punching power and they're like overwhelmed, but he's actually quite quick for a heavyweight as well. Obviously, if you compare him to Joe Joyce and all them, like you can really see that he's got a bit of speed to him.
What about his body punching as well? maybe move on from that.
Move
Okay.
on that.
Okay. Well, listen, Moses, appreciate your time. Best of luck this Saturday night, and we'll speak after the fight. Hopefully, after a stoppage win.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.